our next match of the day. We do have Massa of an unknown organisation of the moment, Cappuccino of Gamers Origins, Paco of Gamers Origins, and Aurel of Gamers Origins. So we've got a German, 2 French people, and a British man. So our map choices, or sorry, our map order at the moment, we start off with Kids in Love by Wally, then we go to Cold Sweat by Santana, Makes You Think by Thompson, Sin City by MD Point, and Toxic by Britney Spears. No, sorry, Toxic by Bastamon. So, we'll ignore that. Kids in Love, the current world record on here is a 104.344 by Roa. And I guess the kind of story of this is going to be here. Who is going to take... Who's going to come out on top between Paco and Massa. Of course, 2 almost equally fast players. Really kind of a knife edge to say that who really should be the fastest out of the 2 of them. So hopefully this map will give us a better indication. And we will be going live on round number 1 of Kids in Love on match number 2. So here we go. Who is going to get the first 10 points? We have no car sounds. We'll fix that in a minute. So we have Pac, who we're going to ride with for the first round. Massa, though, in the lead, but only slightly. Does extend it slightly over that kind of left-hander. Pac, however, makes the first mistake of the match. Clips the pole there going through that turn. So now we'll go with one of his goal compatriots. Aurel. Ooh, he gets a bit of a landing bug there. Lands on the ram and goes wide due to getting a little bit of a bump there. So now Cappuccino extends his lead over Aurel and is chasing down Massa. So Massa currently does have a healthy lead of 0.2, but certainly can't rest on your laurels when Cap's chasing you down, but you can when he makes a mistake like that. So Cap drops down and he will fall a bit further behind. Yeah, I'm aware, guys. As I said, I'll get it sorted. I need to rejoin server. But Massa takes the win with round number 1 and gets 10 points. Pac second, Cap third, Aurel fourth. Now, the game's not muted, guys. It's just a bug with no car sounds. That's all. They're very quiet. That's all. I do apologise, guys. We'll get that sorted out literally next round. No problem. We will ride with Cappuccino here, who is currently in 3rd place at the moment. Pac and Massa leading the fray into round number 2. Bit of a strange little bump there from Massa, but he does manage to at least continue going. However, this is now Pac's round to win. Only Aurel is close enough to be chasing him down, and he is 0.4 of a second behind, so Pac can even already afford to save the remainder of the round, and he can still secure the match. So, sorry, the round, pardon me. We will catch ourselves up with Pac here and see how he does the remainder of the track and see from the World Champion's perspective himself. Not necessarily going for such safe rounds here, but I'm sure he's got everything calculated and everything under control, of course. So there we go. Pac takes round number 2. And let me just see. I need to rejoin with a password. I will get back in as soon as possible, guys. I do apologise. We will miss a slight bit of round. Yeah, I do apologise, guys. There we go. We are back on. So, into round number 3 here. We do see Massa and Pac halfway through the round are currently in the lead. I love the game sounds now. We do have Cap following up in 3rd place. Mistake being made from Massa in 1st though. So Pac moves on to 1st position. And we do see here he does have a lead of 16 hundredths of a second. He is followed very closely by Cappuccino though. We will be looking to see if he can make any grounds in the last turn. Will he be able to do anything here? No, not nearly enough speed to be overtaking Pack, and Pack does not make a mistake. Oh, never mind! Never mind! Pack nearly going for a swim there. Where's Aurel? Aurel doesn't manage to catch up. Pack does manage to finish though. Cap taking first place, Massa second, and Pack very, very lucky there, but he does manage to finish no problem. However, we are now at 20 points apiece for Massa and Pack, 17 for Cap, and Aurel only on 9. So, let's see what the players can do in the final round of this first stage on Kids in Love. We will go with Aurel this time. Does seem to be slightly behind at the moment. I think we did see a mistake being made there from Massa though. Unfortunately, isn't off to the best start for himself in this match. None of the players have really a certain command on any sort of rounds at the moment. Too many mistakes being made early on, but nevertheless we're only on the first map. You can see here a good fight being had between Cap and Pack here at the moment. However, Pack looking to extend a little bit of a lead here. Cap trying to go for the inside line to catch up. It's not going so well at the moment, however. Pack extending his lead slightly further. 0.3 ahead is Pack, and just going through the final turn now. I'm sure Pack will know to safe. Doesn't need to cut it so close to the inside there, and he gets it no problem. A 104.755, so a great pace coming out already by these players. So 10 points go to Pack, and he does get the first kind of substantial lead of this match of 6 points over Massa and 7 points over Cap. Aurel currently only on 12 at the moment. I believe he has got he's definitely not got as much points as I'm sure he can looking at. Sorry, I'm sure he would be looking for, pardon me. So we move on to Cold Sweat by Santana. So the world record on Cold Sweat is a 103.808 by Pack. Recently updated, of course, so he might be on some hot form coming into this map. We will see. Quite a tricky map, this one. A lot of choke points, it must be said, in this map, as Aurel beautifully demonstrated for us there and deleted himself from the map. I can anticipate we'll be seeing quite a few mistakes being made from players who are trying to risk just a bit too much for that extra 10th. Tell you what, this warm-up's not a bad round though. I say that and then people crash. That was a critical hit in terms of casted cursing. We'll see if we can get a double kill there. Anyway, Pack goes off to the stars wherever he was going there. And we will go live as soon as Pack's finished RPGing. And here we go. So, Cold Sweat, round number 1. Let's focus on Cappuccino for this first round. Massa already taking a slight advantage here, but it goes for a more inside line, which allows Pack and Aurel to kind of catch up slightly. However, Massa still keeps his lead, goes for a very low jump there. Aurel and Pack got quite good through that section as well. Cap, as again, just goes too close to the right hand side there. So let's focus on Cap as he attempts to catch up on Massa. Both players going outside pole. Seems to be the predominant technique for that turn. And it's 1/10 of a second between these two players. Still 1/10, almost exactly. Massa extending it very slightly though, but Pack at a bit more speed going through there, 700 of a second. Coming through to the end here, Pack's got a bit more speed coming into the end. Is he going to risk it? He got really close to that pole there. Had to back off a bit, but it wasn't enough of an adjustment. And Pack does crash a 104.447 by Massa. Oh, Cap just finishing in time as well, but Pack has to settle for 3rd position. So Massa does draw level with Pack up at the top here. Let's check out the man himself, the winner of the previous round, Massa, and see what he can do in round number 2. Good starts by all these players here. Clearly showing that they're very prepared on this map. Oh, Pack got a nice jump there though, or a nice landing to the jump rather. And Pack is in the lead. Oh, a little slowdown there, that was that. And Pack drops down the field. Cap as well. Oh, and Pack, another big crash there. You need to get himself back on track to avoid any further points loss. They are very far back, very far behind at the moment, so they might even struggle to finish here. Aurel in second place at the moment. Massa still in first. Relatively simple round for Massa there, 104.40 again. At least keeping a consistent pace there. And Paco did not finish at all, so great news for Massa there. Gains a 10-point advantage. And now Cap catches up to Pack. Backwards Cap, backwards Pack. Ooh, big mistake there from Massa. He does keep himself on track though, which is the most important part. So let's watch Aurel here as he attempts to get closer to his teammates in the score, but that is not the way to do it, Aurel. There's a crash going a bit too wide there, so let's watch a fight between Pack and Cap. Cap, more speed going through there though. Both players going for the outside line there. Pack releases a bit earlier, but Cap gets a bit more exit speed. Whoa, what happened there to Pack? Went a bit too far to the right, and he will not finish another round now. He got claimed well and truly by Cold Sweat there. And now Cap simply needs to save the ending, and he will take home a first position. And the easiest first he's had in quite a long time, I'll assume. A 104.8 to bring him home 10 points, with Aurel taking 6 and Massa taking 4. So kind of problems for Pack early on. We're not seeing the kind of dominant performance I'm sure some were expecting. He's only in 3rd position at the moment, but of course the man is capable of great things, so we will see if we will see them in this round. Battling already with Massa for an early first position. Cap looking to get his nose in on the action. Oh, Aurel has been claimed by that little jump though. He's already dropped quite far behind. Massa clips the pole though, going through that little choke point. Now it is Pack and Cap once again. First and second. We see here Cap trying to catch up and overtake Pack to keep himself as close, give himself as much as a gap over Pack as he can, as he is second in points. Of course, Pack down in 3rd. Pack went really close to the inside though. Cap went too far to the outside, which does mean Massa will overtake him, perhaps Aurel as well. So Paco the only one to get through without making a mistake. And there we go. So Pack takes first 10 points, Massa second, Cap 3rd and Aurel 4th. So Pack also bringing home a 104.4. And here we go. So Makes You Think by Thompson. World record on this track is a 103.522 by Massa. So this and the next 2 maps are all world records held by Massa. And the current points, we do see Aurel on 33 at the bottom, only 11 points behind Pack and Cap, so definitely not too far behind. And Massa up at the top on 54 points, so does have a 10-point advantage at the moment. And we'll see Massa take us through this map. So it's quite a good map, this one, but it's got a lot of parts in it where you need to be careful if you're going for a risk, especially the ending, as you want to get a tight angle so that you can keep a lot of speed going through it, but you need to make sure you go deep into the roof section so that you get enough of a jump. Of course, Massa, I'm sure, will show us what exactly I mean by that. As you see here, you need to go quite far down just to get yourself enough lift to get through into the finish without a problem. As that finish is not easy to make, I can assure you. So, we will be going live into round number 1 momentarily. Especially quite a fast start here, so let's see which one of the players manages to come out on top on round number 1. So let's watch Aurel for this round, see if he manages to get any sort of recovery going from his from his points shortfall. Very close pack up here at the top 3, but Aurel slightly lagging behind. Massa and Pack in first and second. Cappuccino not too far behind at all, but he's dropping back now. Let's move a bit further up. See, Massa here has to release. Pack overtakes as a result and has more speed going through this section and takes a 0.2 lead. Pack should know that he's at least got some sort of breathing space going into the end. Massa catches up slightly, but it will not be enough. Massa, can he turtle into the finish? No. So Massa tries to cut a bit too close there going into the finish and has to settle with 0 points already. Pack straight back in the fight for first place. Cap only 6 points behind the battle for first place though, so we've got 3 players all coming to a head here. Aurel trying to keep up, but having some trouble early on. So let's watch previous round winner Pack, see what we can do in this map, in this round. So Cap trying to catch up there, kind of diving into that corner almost, but does fall back ever so slightly. Massa does have a 0.1 lead currently. Let's see if he can keep it. He keeps his gear there at least. Still very close to the 0.1 mark. Massa takes a lot more speed going through there than last time. Doesn't fail it like he did the last round. Very strong round coming out from these guys, but Massa clearly has the advantage. 0.2 ahead of Pack now. And Pack having to settle for second place by the looks of things. And Massa fails the ending again. He cut it a bit too close there. He could have just stayed on the left hand side and got through to it, no problem, but he fails it once again, Massa. That's 2 rounds in a row. So round number 3, let's watch Massa this time. See what he does on this track, see if he can finally get a good 10 points. Does have Pack and Aurel to contend with this time. Cappuccino has fallen down, but now Pack has fallen down as well. What you can do, I can do better, says Pack to Cap. And they both decide to crash. So, this time Aurel taking up the battle to Massa here. Massa extending his lead slightly. Let's go to Aurel, if we can find him. We have found Aurel. He has 3 tenths behind Massa here, but I'm sure Aurel at this point will already be settling for a second place here. A good 6 points to add to his tally here. He's already even on a decent time here as Aurel, but he's been put under pressure late on by Pack. He does manage to get himself in the finish. Oh, actually Pack took him just at the end there with 0.003 of a second. Showing the value that risking that end can really give you, despite how difficult it can be. But Pack does take it, just nips in there at the end to steal the second place and keep himself equal on points with Massa. So 70 points now at the top. Let's see what Aurel can do again on this round. Can he get his revenge on Pack, do we think? Certainly not there. He does touch on the inside. And Pack also drops down. Cap as well. Can't allow Pack to fall down on his own. And now Massa is the only one left without having made a major mistake, so we'll spectate him for the remainder of the round. He should know that he can save, but it is Massa after all. He might decide not to anyway. He is over a second in front. So let's see what he can do in the final round of Makes You Think. Oh, he does get a gear down there. See, the demographic at the back is pretty much unchanged. Aurel, Pack and Cap. Another mistake being made by Pack and Cap though. Definitely not on top of their games on this map, must be said. And Massa closes us off with a 104.1. Aurel getting second, where is the rest of them? Oh, Cap just finishes, but Pack doesn't, so... Lots of points lost there for Pack. Now Massa is now 10 points ahead as we move on to Sin City by MD point. That will have the world record on it by Massa once again, a 104.391. So we'll use a warm-up to see what we can expect from these players. Here we are. My apologies, pressed the wrong button. So, here we go into round number 1. We do have Massa making an early mistake here, Aurel as well. Massa got a bit too close to the inside there. You see Pack and Cap up at the top, and Cap out of the round, unfortunately for him. Did go a bit too close to the left hand side there. Big crash resulting in him losing all of his time and all of his available points. So let's focus on it. Pack as he goes through the ending of the track here with a comfortable first place, 0.67 ahead of his nearest opponent. And there we go. So Pack will secure round number 1 with a good time there, a 104.68. Aurel taking second and Massa taking third. So very good job there by the mans themselves. So there we go. I've fixed that, Terry, don't worry. Anyway, round number 2. You see Massa taking a slight advantage early on. Can be quite a difficult start to be doing, especially kind of when you're really coming down to the 10th and the 100ths of improving your start. Can be very difficult, but we see here Massa and Cap so far the best at this round. Massa extending a lead very slightly up at the top. Pack, however, looking to challenge. Gets a little inside bug there, puts him up in 2 wheels temporarily, causing him to drop slightly behind Cap, but he is recovering with more speed. Massa in first position still, however, with a 0.13 advantage over his closest opponent. They're all on good times here. Massa with a good line and good exit speed, but Pack is getting closer. 800s behind. Massa doesn't have the exit speed here. Is Pack going to do it? It's all going to come down to the last turn. Massa's going for it. Pack as well, and Massa gets it by 400ths of a second. So great round there by the two players up at the top. Good job there by Massa to hold it out until the end there. Did manage to secure the 10 points for himself and keep himself 8 points ahead of Pack. So 94 points for Massa at the moment, 86 for Pack, and Aurel and Cap down at the bottom on 62. So let's watch Cap, see if he can make some sort of recovery from his early round problems. Do see Aurel certainly isn't starting his road to recovery today, or this round at least. He's already fallen down. Cap is at risk of being left in the dust here by Pack and Massa. He'll need to do something here if he wants to come out this round with more than 4 points. But what can you do against this calibre of competition? Voodoo jinx them, caster curse, who knows? That's about all Cap has in his arsenal here, but he's trying still. Still only 1500s behind here. He can still go for it. Oh, Massa has to drop back a little bit there. He's falling behind Cap as well now, so Pack first place. Will he secure the 10 points? No problem. Will Cap manage to hold on to second? He has a bit of a problem there at the end. More speed than Massa. Massa again nips just ahead of someone into the position. Sorry, 6 thousandths of a second there between Massa and Cap. Once again, a very close round there. Good time as well by Pack. A 104.641 being done by him. And here we go into round number 4. Some blistering times being driven here on Sin City. The track has been set ablaze by the white hot pace of the players. So we will watch Massa for this remaining round. See if he can show us what he's fully capable of. So Massa does have the lead at the moment. Good lines here, but Pack is here to challenge. Where is Cap? Cap's point 16 behind. Massa doesn't get the best exit to that turn. You can see it was a bit of a rough landing. Led to him losing some speed in the exit. Oh, Massa's risking here though. You can see Pack's right beside him. Oh, really close going over that roof block. Any closer, any further to the right there, and I think Massa would have bugged off of it there, but he is still going for it. He knows Pack's close, but he will secure round number 4 for 104.645. Great race there by the guys up at the top. And Massa bringing himself up to 110 points here. Pack not far behind at all though, for 102. So we now move on to Toxic, I believe, by Bastamon. So this world record is again by Massa of a 104.945. I believe one of the only 104s that have been driven on this. Let me just double check that. There's one other 104 being driven by Omnipots, but that's it. So Massa and Omnipots are the only people to have driven 104s on this map, at least according to the times. But Pack and Massa certainly putting on a show for everyone watching, it must be said. Get some mid-round nourishment here. Massa definitely showing us how to do Toxic right. Okay. A 105.19. Crazy time there being done in the warm up by Massa. Let's see if he can keep it up though. Round number 1. If Massa wins this, he will be on to finalist mode. Can he do that in his first round? Or will it be longer? So Pack and Cap also after a good start. Good turn there by Massa, but lost a bit of time by not getting the inside line. But look at this battle again by these two players. Pack and Massa almost inseparable in these rounds. As I say that, Massa does gain a bit of an advantage. Pack with much more speed going through there though. Seems Pack's found a little trickster going through there now. But look at this again, only half a tenth between both players. Pack really going for the risky lines there. There's almost a ramp cut there and sideways almost into the CP, but they're risking it going into the end. Pack has the inside line. Can Massa stay ahead? Just by 1/100th of a second does Massa take first position with a 105.3. That was a hell of a risk though from Pack, a hell of an effort, but now it is Massa's first finalist attempt. Can he do it in his first round of asking, or Pack again go for it? Except deny him this time. We will see in round number 2 of Toxic. This time Pack taking the early lead. And Pack holding his lead. 0.13 ahead of Massa, but Massa taking the inside line, trying to catch up here. Doesn't have nearly as much speed as Pack though. Oh, Massa gets a little bump going over the rooftop there, so we will focus on Pack here, make sure he doesn't make any mistakes. It does seem Pack's, like I said, figured out a little trickster there going over there. See, gained 0.17 over Cap. And Pack in the lead by half a second. Great time here being done by Pack. All he has to do is finish, and 10 points go to him with a 105.23. So great times again coming in from the players, especially Pack and Massa. And Massa calling for the first 2-minute break of the match. So a very good choice there, I would say, by Massa. It gives him time on his second finalist round. He failed it the first time, but he'll take the time to refocus again, get himself back in the zone, and again to disrupt Pack's momentum. Of course, Pack won that round there, had a good round the one before, so disrupting any sort of momentum that he can will be beneficial for him, of course. So we see here that, of course, Massa is the only finalist at the moment, with Pack second place, only 2 points behind finalist mode, so he can get finalist by simply finishing the next round, but of course he'll need to make sure that he stays ahead of Massa to still fight for first position, otherwise it's just going to be a battle for second. So Aurel and Cappuccino, despite making it interesting early on, they have kind of fell into their own little battle here, both on 76 points at the moment, down in 3rd and 4th positions. So obviously a bit of a big problem for them. They've got a hell of a mountain to climb if they're going to catch up on Massa or even Pack for that example. And like I said, a mountain to climb if they're going to stay in the upper bracket. So only 2 players will be going through to the upper bracket. So whatever top 2 goes through this match, and then the bottom 2 will not be eliminated. They will go back into the lower bracket. They will go down against the players who are already down there, which I believe Speedy, Ager, Eddie and Coco. So still got some very high quality players down in that lower bracket, so I'm sure it's nowhere where these players will want to be finding themselves, as of course you fail in the lower bracket and then you may be eliminated from the tournament. So here we go. Round number 3 of Toxic. Massa's finalist attempt number 2. Let's see what he can do here. We'll stick with Pack here, who is Massa's main challenger on this map and in this match. The only person that seems to be able to match Massa's times of what he's doing here. See, Massa goes a bit more outside though, which does result in having a more inside line, and he gets a smoother landing as a result. And he takes the lead here, only by 1/10 of a second though. Ooh, Pack risking it going for the inside line there, but has to do a double drift so he doesn't go too far to the inside on the the ending of the rooftop. Massa and Pack both going for that kind of Oh, but big mistake there by Massa. Didn't calculate his drift properly. I had a bit of a problem there and did crash into the inside. So now Pack will win this round as long as he gets through the ending, no problem. And Pack takes the win in this round with a 105.7. Aurel taking second place, and Cap and Massa not finishing whatsoever. So 2 finalist modes. So here we go. Will this be the final round in the battle for first place on the final round of Toxic? Where did I just see that? Massa went the wrong way at the start. And yeah, Massa kind of binned his first finalist, binned his attempt at first place there. So it's all in the Gamers Origins player's hands. As long as Pack gets the win here, he does secure the first place, no problem. Aurel was his closest challenger and has made a big mistake. And now Cap is the one to fight against Pack here. Will he be able to do anything though? Nope, he makes another mistake. So Pack all on his lonesome out here. Although I'm sure he won't be feeling left alone. He'll be happy. His first finalist attempt has gone to plan. And he will take first position. So, fantastic job there by Pack. Gets oh, Pack! He failed it! Please tell me he finished. No! Can't believe that just happened. Oh my god. Oh wow. As if you couldn't have enough twists to this. I mean, come on. Pack and Cap are still on the same amount of points. We've got 2 finalists who both binned their last round. Come on, guys. We need to get these rounds in. Kids in Love will be the destination of the ending of this match. So it will be decided first and second place here unless Aurel and Cappuccino manage to pull off some heroics. So we'll go through and we'll finish off this warm-up and then we will go live into potentially the final round in the battle for first place. More Skittles. So, here we go. Playoffs. Match number 3 of the day will be concluded on Kids in Love by Wally. And let's watch Pack here. Bindy's previous finalist attempt. Will he manage to get it? No problem this time. So Cap, however, looking to throw a spanner in the works here. He is currently in the lead right next to Massa here at the moment. Pack coming back with more speed though. Oh, and a great turn there by Pack. Overtakes both players in the space of one turn, but gets a gear down going through that turn, and Massa and Cap are now both going for it for first place. Massa goes too wide though, so it's going to be Cap who takes the round as long as he doesn't make any mistakes. Why can't these guys close this match out? Watch Pack here. He's not going to be able to do anything against Cap here, I don't think. No, he won't. So, Cap makes this match last even longer. with 96 points he brings himself on to. So as Massa said, it's getting a bit risky now. Not just each other they need to take into contention. And let's watch Massa this round. Let's see what he can do. Good start there. Bad start by Pack though. Where is he? He's already dropped down quite significantly. If Massa doesn't make a mistake here, he's already 0.3 ahead. Strong possibility that he can secure it here. All he needs to do is safe the remainder. He is 0.4 ahead now. Cap is his closest opponent. What can Massa do here? We'll focus on him for the remainder. So a great time by the looks of things here. Massa 0.6 ahead of Cap now. Cap can't keep up with him. And Massa is going to secure it with Kids in Love with a 104.718. Only 0.4 behind world record. And GG's to Massa, who does take first position in this match. Very close match, of course it was, but will second place be claimed as quickly? Or will we have another chapter to this tale? Will Cap or Aurel manage to do anything further? Or as Pack said, enough is enough. And he is here to get himself through to the upper bracket, no problem. That's where a player of his calibre belongs, but Hitachi's going through there. None of his Gamers Origin teammates are close enough to be making a difference though, but Cap's coming back for a hell of a lot of speed here, so it's not over yet. No, but he makes another big mistake there, and he retires just for good measure. Oh, Pack going a bit wide there though. A bit all over the place as Pack in the final round, but I'm sure he won't mind as long as he gets this. As long as he gets to second place and keeps himself in the upper bracket. So here we go. Pack 107.368 to take the 10 points, and GG's to all involved. So Massa takes first, Paco takes second, Cappuccino takes third, and Aurel takes fourth.